Living in America made me think that orange was the colour of choice. But walking down the promenade at the beach in England on a weekend makes me realise that bright red is the colour of choice in this country. Christ, I've never seen so many people with sunburns. I'm heading to a RSPB bird sanctuary. Well, about time I turned on my David Attenborough impression. It's terrible. I'm here at a bird sanctuary in Weymouth, tracking the local wildlife. But they all seem to have something better to do than be tracked by me. I seem to have stumbled across a cluster of activity. There's a fish, an owl, an otter, I think. A bird, I don't know. Let's keep moving. In the distance, I can see a... No, I'm bored of that. Let's go back to normal me. I'll try and get closer, a better shot. I got closer and managed to scare away the wildlife. A duck and its babies. Oh well. There's some mute swans and a few of their babies here as well. They're called cygnets. These are a family of tufted ducks. They hunt by diving under the water for insects and aquatic plants. This is one of the little ones though. Heading back into town now. Gonna head over to the Nothe fort in a little while. It's nice to not have much to do today. After a fairly unsuccessful day of tracking birds, I think I need some lunch. Now that's a perfect way to get back at them. I'm back at Weymouth Beach and it's got even busier. Here's one of those Punch and Judy shows. It's kind of like a puppet show for kids. It's really come to life at the weekend with the traditional Punch and Judy, the beach games and slides and rides here, and of course the pony rides. This is still a working port. They have a fair few fishing boats at the harbour. They all look really old though. I hope it isn't dying out like they say on Deadliest Catch and that. I found a couple of breweries right next to each other. They're huge. I doubt they're still breweries, but I'll give it a look. I was right, they're a local museum now. It cost me £1 to get in, and this is quite a strange museum. I understand the local history and World War I and II stuff, but why are the Hoovers vacuums here? Moving on. I'm in the gardens by Nothe Fort, the museum that I'm going up to. It looks like we used to be a steam train to get down to the... What is that? Nothe Fort is where I'm heading, or where I'm going to be heading back up to in a few minutes. It's a coastal defence that was built in the 1860s and was still being used in World War II. Found the fort at the top of the hill, and over in the distance on that island over there, I think that used to be a prison island. Don't know if it still is or not. This is a model of what it looked like when it was completed in 1872. Like I say, it was used up in the World Wars. Hasn't really changed too much, structurally anyway. There's a few gun placements, but it's pretty much the same. I'm in the central part of the fort. I'm going to have a look in some of these rooms here, then walk around the top, and then go down into the tunnels. I think this is one of the old gun placements, judging by the anchors on the top, and this kind of grid thing on the floor. Oh, and there's a random torpedo on this island here as well. Looks like I was right. Now that's a hell of a gun. Hot Shots reference. This is the observation tower. It's also very echoey. Along this narrow corridor leads to the front defences where the entrance to the fort was. I only bumped my head once on the way in here. This is an old anti-aircraft turret from World War II. It took 2 people to operate, one person to crank it into position and the other one to fire it. This is the cranking button. Weymouth is a massive coastline. There's the hotel I walked past, and the horse in the mountain. Remember, there is where I'm staying. I've walked around here today. I tend to be pretty good with my flags, but I know this is the Scottish, English, and Northern Irish. I don't know that one though. There's a fair few guns on display here from around the early 1900s. English, German, American. This is the French one. It's the only one with this attachment thing on the front. I think that's where you mount the white flag. These are some of the gas masks from World War II. This is a warden's one. The kids one, which was made to look like Mickey Mouse, and I don't see it. And the baby's one. That just seems creepy. I'm sure they've made this tunnel as creepy as possible on purpose. Nice work, Nothe Fort, hiding these 2 mannequins around the corner in pitch black. Had to get pictures because it was too dark for video. This is a model of the D-Day invasion. It's really impressive. One person on their own built all of this. I think I've been down in those tunnels long enough. Time to see some sunlight. I'm back in my room. I just went out and bought some swimming trunks. Thankfully my credit card worked, so I went out for a swim. It's quite a warm day, it's the low 20s, so about 70 to 75 Fahrenheit. The water though was flipping freezing.